Don't borrow, steal. There's a quote that's been attributed to Bob Dylan, but he may have stolen it from Pablo Picasso, who very likely lifted it from who knows who. Here it is. Good artists borrow. Great artists steal. Who originally came up with it? Who cares? The controversy over who first said it just underscores the truth of it. But what is the difference between borrowing and stealing someone else's work? It has to do with ownership, right? If you borrow something, someone else still owns it. If you steal it and truly make it your own, it's yours. Of course, I'm not talking about breaking any laws here. And George Harrison was, after all, successfully sued for plagiarizing the Chiffons hit "He's So Fine" when he wrote "My Sweet Lord," because the main chord progression and melodies of two sections of both songs were close to identical. Uh-oh. What I'm talking about when I say steal a musical idea or progression or vibe is to take it and transform it into something new and original. Here are a few examples of what I mean. The artist and producer Daniel Lanois, talking on the WTF podcast, episode 1193, recalled how he approached working with Bob Dylan on the blues-inspired album Time Out of Mind. Dylan had the lyrics, but not necessarily the blues progressions underpinning them, and he asked Lanois to listen to some classic blues records from Little Walter and Charlie Patton and others for inspiration. Lanois took those albums and, working just with a drummer, played parts on top of them, then took just the new material that he and the drummer had recorded and extracted out and looped the bits that he liked as the foundations for Dylan's songs. How's that for creative ingenuity? Amazing. Stealing, but then making what's been lifted completely one's own. Here's another example from Dylan. Working on the Times They Are A-Changin' album, Dylan was captivated by Bertolt Brecht and Kurt Weill's dark musical A Threepenny Opera. It was written in the 1920s. The brutal revenge fantasy song Pirate Jenny is sung by a downtrodden barmaid. In it, she vows to someday return at the helm of a pirate ship to lay murderous waste to the town and everyone in it. Dylan, although he was already a massive success by this time in his career, takes this as an inspiration for his own prediction that his foes will one day receive their comeuppance at the hour that the ship comes in. Same idea, same dark sentiment, a completely original and memorable new song. Check out the links to some of this material below. Now here are the big takeaways. There's nothing completely new under the sun. Everything is built on the shoulders of what's come before. It's an important creative building block to pay homage, to emulate the work of others. Ultimately, you need to find your own voice. Take whatever you need from others, but then transform it into something that no one but you could have created. Turn theft into ownership. Now, you be the judge. Did George Harrison plagiarize the Chiffons hit? You can find the links below. Check it out.